Hey, my name is Renee, and in this video I'm going to show you how to remove the instrument cluster display in order to replace any light bulbs that may be out in your display. I had a previous video on how to change out your odometer light, but this video is going to cover how to replace any light in your display. Before I begin, I just want to mention, if this video helps you out in any way, please feel free in subscribing by clicking on the red subscribe button on the lower right hand corner. In order to get started though, you're going to need a couple of tools. The first one's going to be a Phillips head small screwdriver. The second one's going to be a longer Phillips screwdriver. The third is going to be a pair of pliers that may or may not be needed depending on what type of light bulb you're removing. There are a couple different bulbs inside the instrument cluster display. Let's review what bulb or bulbs you may need for this project. The most common bulb used is part number 35505, SA5003. This bulb will replace the following lights: check engine, maintenance required, charging system indicator or battery light, low oil pressure, left turn signal, immobilizer system indicator. If you have a V6, it can replace your TCS or traction control system light, SRS, ABS, parking brake, high beam, side airbag, right turn signal, seatbelt reminder, odometer or trip meter. One thing I do want to mention is that if you don't have this specific part number, you can also use bulb number 2721. Check out one of my previous videos if you want to go that route. If you need to replace your cruise control light, that's going to be part number 37102, S84003. If you need to replace your low fuel indicator or temperature gauge, you're going to have to use part number 35505, SJ4003. To replace the RPM light or fuel gauge, that's going to be part number 37102, SA5003. To replace the light on the speedometer, you're going to need part number 37237, SA5003. And finally, if you need to replace any of the following lights, either your park, reverse, your drive lights from D1 through D4, or your neutral light, you're going to need part number 78181, SS0003, and also a pair of pliers to open up the back of the instrument cluster display. All the previous lights that I mentioned before, you're not going to need a pair of pliers. The first thing we need to do is lower the steering wheel on the left hand side. There's a black lever. Pull that lever down and then pull the steering wheel all the way down. Once you've lowered the steering column, you want to remove the two screws that are located up on top by using the small Phillips head screwdriver. There's one. Two. After removing both screws, go ahead and put them in the vehicle's cup holder so that you can easily find them when it's time to put them back in. Next, you want to grab the bottom of the black panel here and pull out. You hear a click, and then you'll be able to pull out this little black panel. Once we've removed the black panel, we're going to use a long screwdriver to remove the two screws at the bottom. Okay, let's do the next one. And these screws are counterclockwise. After removing the bottom screws, go ahead and remove the two top screws up here. I'm going to use a small Phillips screwdriver to remove these two. Remove the second one off the one top. Once these screws have been removed, you'll be able to pull out the instrument cluster. Just pull it forward. You got a couple of wires Actually got it. It's actually being held by 3 different connections in the back. So I like to pull it forward, and you see these 3 connections up here. 1, 2, 3. In order to remove these, you'll see that there's this little push button. Push it and then pull up. Okay, there's the first one. Same thing with the next one. Push button. Just kind of move it back and forth. Now with the third one. There we go. Now that you have these 3 removed, you want to slide the display up forward towards you, and you'll be able to slide it out. Before we go to the next phase, I just want to show you what the rear of this panel looks like. As you can see here, there's a couple of different light bulbs that are easily accessible through the rear just by removing the display panel. Unfortunately though, there's additional light bulbs inside these panels, but you'll have to remove the white panel and the green panel in order to access them. Now that we have the instrument cluster display out of the vehicle, I'm going to show you how to replace a temperature gauge bulb. These instructions can be followed for any other bulbs that are easily accessible through the rear, which is most of them. So let's flip this thing around, and we'll find that this light bulb here is the one that hasn't been working. And if you can tell, it's all burnt out. So let's go ahead and put in the new one. I already have the part number here. It's 35505SJ4003. So we're gonna pop this in and twist to the right, and we're all good to go. Next, I'm going to show you how to open this white panel and remove the green panel as well. You'll need to do that if you need to replace any of these lights here: park, reverse, neutral, D4, D3, 2, or 1. D4 is usually the first one to go. If you have the part, you can always replace it, or if you don't want to buy another part, you can always just switch it out by using one of these other ones. But again, I would suggest actually buying the light bulb. Before opening up the instrument cluster display, we want to locate some metal tabs that are located in the rear of the display, and we want to gently lift them up with a pair of pliers. There's a total of 8 metal tabs. After you lift up these 2 tabs, you want to go ahead and lift up the additional tabs located here, here, and here. Once we've lifted all the metal tabs, we can begin to remove the rear white cover. In order to do that, you're going to have to lift these up. You're going to have 3 at the top. 1, 2, 3. 2 at the side. 1, 2, and then 4 at the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4. So again, in order to remove them, just going to lift them up and pull up towards you. Now next, there's a light bulb here. You want to go ahead and turn that counterclockwise. Move the panel up. I'm going to push down and pull up. All the way around. So remove it. Let's turn it around. Once you flip over the panel, you want to go ahead and look for the D4 light, if that's out. Again, I recently had replaced my D4 with the other light, so I'm going to go ahead and remove the bottom light that I replaced with. I'm just going to pull it straight out. So I'm going to replace that light with this light bulb, 78181SS0003. Once you have the bulb, you'll notice that there's 2 holes at the bottom. You want to match it up with the 2 poles that are sticking out. What I'm going to do here, actually, I'm going to remove the D4 light. Remove that and place it down here. Put my new light. Once you're ready to go, pick it up from the outside. You can avoid touching any of the electronics and match it up to go back inside. Once you're all set, grab the white panel and match it up at the top. And make sure it clips all the way around. Next, make sure to put this bulb back inside by turning it clockwise. Next, use your pliers and push down all 8 metal tabs. And you're all ready to put it back in. When you're all done replacing light bulbs, go ahead and slide back in the display. Go ahead and grab the 3 wires and start connecting it back in. Get the one on the right, we'll just slide in. Just push it all the way down. There we go. You should hear clicks on all 3. Once you're ready to go ahead and start moving it back. And before you start tightening everything down, I would check to make sure that all the lights that you wanted to replace are actually functioning. Once you're all set and ready to go ahead and push everything down and get ready to put everything back into place. The first screw is going to go on the bottom left. One in clockwise. Next screw is going to go on the bottom right. Next, you're going to put the screws up on the top. Next, you want to slide in the black panel. You want to start off by making sure that the bottom clicks. Put everything in, and then you're going to put in the final last 2 screws. And you're all set. Once again, if this video helped you out in any way, please feel free to show some love and support by subscribing, by hitting that subscribe button on the bottom right hand corner.